Hey guys, welcome to Alternative Outlook, and today I've just finished watching the remake of the 1990 movie The Witches, an absolute classic by the way. And my thoughts of this remake? What is the point? What is the point? Not just with this movie, but with remakes in general. 9 times out of 10, they're inferior to the original in almost every single way, and this movie, especially this movie, is no different. Whilst the 1990 movie terrified every single child who watched it, and even some adults too, this movie will terrify every single adult by how bad it is. Okay, it's not that bad. Octavia Spencer, who plays the grandmother in this movie, does a decent job, like she always does, of being a sweet lady who cares and protects her grandson from evil witches, and she has a few funny moments in this movie which made me laugh. Also, I must mention Anne Hathaway, who has a commanding performance as the Grand High Witch, and she takes centre stage every second she's on screen. But sadly, that's where the positivity ends for this remake. The Witch's plot, if you've never seen it before, and I'll try my best not to include spoilers, is about a young boy whose parents die in a car crash, so he goes to live with his caring grandmother. She then tells him a story that proves that witches are in fact real, and after the young boy runs into a strange lady at the grocery store, they both must escape to a nearby hotel, but that nearby hotel is in fact run by witches. Okay, the main plot is similar to the original, but that is sadly where the similarities end. The original was like a horror movie that was toned down so it could get a PG rating and so that younger people could watch it. But this movie is just an outright kids movie with very little nods to horror. The only thing that actually creeped me out in the full movie was the Grand High Witch's toes. I mean, look at those things. They took out all the creepiness of the original movie and replaced it with just kid-friendly comedy. There's one scene in the original movie, and you all know what I'm talking about, when the young girl is abducted by a witch and is then transported into a painting where she would grow old and then one day vanish. That one scene was so eerie, it was so creepy, it would send chills down your spine. Now in this remake, Jesus Christ, this scene was replaced by a young girl who took candy from a stranger and then turned into a chicken. A chicken!
A chicken.
Two things. Why a chicken? There's no mention of chickens in the entire movie again after this scene. So what's the point? Second of all, they turn into mice. The witches turn the kids into mice. So why is she turned into a chicken? It just makes no sense, and the CGI is horrendous. It was this moment early in the movie as well that made me realise this is going to be a rough ride. This is going to be a rough ride. I should also point out that the CGI in this movie, the entire movie, is awful. We have went from this to this on the Grand High Witch. Jim Henson's practical effects on the original not only still hold up today, but they're some of the most disgustingly amazing practical effects in cinema, especially horror. Now in this one, the CGI has taken over the Grand High Witch. There are no disgustingly amazing practical effects. Apart from the toes, you can't forget the toes, even though they're CGI. But it is just bad. The only thing that changes when the Grand High Witch transforms from a human self to the witch self is that she floats and she has some weird Joker-esque smile going on. That's it. That is it. I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of classic childhood movies getting remade and then butchered to death like The Lion King. There are no reason to remake this movie, no reason at all. It does not improve upon the original in any way. So what is the point of remaking it if it doesn't improve it? The only thing that it does right is that it goes with Roald Dahl book's original ending. But by that point, I just wanted the movie to be over. But you've got to give it props for that. So, well done. The movie still sucked though. In conclusion, this is a very kid-friendly version of a cult classic movie. I suppose if you're about 5 years old, you'll be entertained, but if you've seen the original, please put that on. If you've not seen the original, please again put that on. You'll have so much better time. This movie, it tries to be funny, it tries to be light-hearted, but it's too safe and it's too predictable in every single way. I give this movie a horrifying 3 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you guys soon. Bye bye.